So here, your initial instruction to Mr. Ramusipil was that you don't know Constable Zungu in total. Now, sorry to interrupt you. If you saw him for the first time in 2017, why would this proposition then have been made that the initial proposition that you don't know him in total?
As I've just explained, that it's possible that Mr. Ramusipile did not hear me correctly when I said it to him.
Mara bengazi ukuthi mina ngizoza la eboxini ngizoyikhulumela mina into ekuyiyo ukuthi ngimazi kanjani. 2017 ngambona uZungu, 2019 ila ngimaze khona ukuthi lo uZungu.
But I knew that I would get the opportunity or the chance to come here and explain it myself. 2017, I saw Zungu, and then in 2019, that is when I got to know him as to who he was, whose child he was.
Yesterday, we asked you if you know Nkazimulo.
I'm sorry,
and you did confirm that you know him. He is your cousin, is that correct?
Yes, I do know Nkazimulo. He's my cousin.
And we refer to the incident of the 18th of November 2019 when Constable Zungu says an attempt was made on his life at Tembiza, and that Nkazimulo was also involved in that incident.
No, izolo noma utsheliwe ngalokho umshoshithi uthi ukufundele ukutshelile leyo nkulumo leyo izolo.
Ungifundelile ngamtshela ukuthi leyo nkulumo leyo into engekho ukazi leyo nto leyo akayazi ukazi akusiyo umuntu wesibhamu ukazi akaphathi isibhamu ukazi umuntu oyisebenzelayo ngicela ukuthi ungijekhele i18 sazi ngolesingaki ukazi uhlale esemsebenzini makumele emsebenzini.
Yes, that was read to me yesterday, and I did dispute that there is no such, that Nkazimulo has got nothing to do with a firearm or with firearms, and that Nkazimulo is someone who's employed. And I also made a request that it be checked on which day of the week was the 18th, because Nkazimulo is always at work.
Poor Muzi, you can really hear the passion in him. Early morning today, just at the beginning of the session, and this is how it starts. He's already batting, okay? He is already throwing back the balls at Baloyi, because now Baloyi is touching family, and he's touching very, very sensitive spots. He's saying Unkazi. Zungu is saying on the 18th of November 2019, while he was going to the shops, there was a car that was following him, and then when he passed the car, Ngazi had his Ngazi opened the window, and then he tried to pew him, but then the pin couldn't come out. Guys, Zungu is one man with so many stories. He himself should be labeled an inkabi and should be investigated over there. He needs his own Madlanga commission, because why is he playing with inkabis? And what does he have against Muzi and all his family members? And Danzi? How much was he promised from the slush fund? That's what I want to know. Because, you know what? I'm mixing up stories. But did you hear today in the Madlanga Commission, Kat Molefe was granted bail because he offered the magistrate or the judge 2 million rands? Come on now. Anyway, do you guys understand how much money is involved here? But anyway, why is Zungu searching high and low? Why did Zungu insert himself? And then the other thing that stands out to me as this date is being mentioned, the 18th of November 2019. Is that not when the cold case unit was formed? When was the cold case unit? Because that date looks way too familiar. I don't know why that date is looking familiar, but it's looking familiar around Gininda and the cold case unit. Let me know in the comment section down below if you remember. But let's continue listening on, because spoiler alert, Baloyi is going to get the beating of his lifetime. Let's continue listening on.
Is Nkazimulo also a relative of accused number 5?
Nkazimulo 1 2 number 5 for 1 2.
Nkazimulo is Ntuli. Accused number 5 is also Ntuli. I don't know whether there is anything wrong if they are from the Ntuli or their surname is Ntuli.
No, we're not saying there's anything wrong. We're asking if they are related.
They are from the Ntuli, or they share the Ntuli surname.
Is Gwabini Zungu related to accused number 5?
Ugwabini Zungu uyisihlobo sakhe umsolo wesihlanu.
Ugwabini zalo 1 2. number 5 waKwaNtuli.
Gwabeni is from Ntuli surname. Accused number 5 is also from the Ntuli surname.
Are they related?
Bayihlobo yini?
Ngoba ngithi uzala waKwaNtuli lo uGwabeni uzala number 5 waKwaNtuli.
As I'm saying that Gwabeni is Ntuli and accused number 5 is also Ntuli.
So you're a bit reticent when you have to state whether there's any relationship with accused number 5. Is there any relationship between Gwabeni and accused number 5?
No objection, my lord. The witness has already explained the nature of the relationship. If you understand, he's saying Mr. Ntuli is born from this, sorry, my lord, Gwabeni is born from the Ntuli family and Mr. Ntuli is from Ntuli family. So? The witness has already indicated.
So what does that mean? Are they interrelated? Because this is what tells you. Are they related? Because there is a Ntuli, like me, Rabbi Khwatsheng in Rustenburg, and I'm Khwatsheng here in Joburg.
Yes.
But they're not related.
Yes.
That's the point.
They're just sharing the surname.
That's it.
Yes.
So the prosecutor wants to know whether they are related. Am I correct, sir?
Indeed, that's precisely the point.
That's all.
Umbuzo ke Baba Sibiya ukuthi nje bawoNtuli kuphela noma bawoNtuli abayihlobo.
Angazi mina la ngizoyikhulumela inside lami. Ngizoyikhuluma ngoba ngila iboxini ngizoyikhulumela mina.
I don't know because as I'm here, I'm only here to speak on my behalf or to speak for myself.
Mina ngayicabanga ngendlela bona bengayicabanga ngenye indlela. So angeke ngibakhulumela.
I
Ngicela
can-
ukuthi mina ngiqondane nezinto eziqondene nami.
I may have a different way of explaining it, of saying it. Yeah, they might have a different way of explaining it. So I'm just making a request that I be allowed to answer to things that relate to me.
And that is absolutely it, Muzi, okay? Beat the dog until the owner comes out. No, the wrong saying, wrong time. We're not using that one right now. Flodge the horse until the horse comes alive. There we go. That's the one for Baloyi. Because somebody tell me, who made Muzi the chief of the Ntulis? Who made Muzi the family tree keeper? Because why is Baloyi asking questions about accused number 4 to accused number 1, Muzi Sibiya? And Muzi Sibiya said, hold your horses. Don't ask me about what happens at the Ntuli household. I might say something, okay? Somebody might be somebody's child and I don't know that it's somebody's child, okay? Somebody else's child. So don't ask me questions. Ask them, the Ntulis. Me, I'm a Sibiya. Excellent. I loved what he did with that. And Baloyi was just dumbfounded. He couldn't believe it. He actually moved on to the car scene with Zungu allegedly meeting Unkani. Here goes.
Okay. We just wish to draw your attention to the evidence of Constable Zungu as appears on page 48 of the proceedings of 7 September 2023 from line 7. Mr. Zungu, when I came back from the shop, I saw a car that was parked on the side where I was staying.
Lana ke ufunda page 48 kwa khulunywa noma ubufakazi bange 7 September 2023 uline 7 lapho na athi uZungu uma ngibuya esitolo ngabona ke imoto eyayimile kuhlangothi lolu engihlala ngakulona.
On my way out, it was already parked there because I passed it, but I saw as to who was inside the vehicle.
Uma ngiphuma ke imoto yayiseyimile ke lapho ngandlula ke kodwa ngathi mangidlula ke ngaba nako ukuthi ngibone ukuthi ubani noma ubani ababengaphakathi emotweni.
I went past, I went to the shop.
Ngandlula ngaye esitolo.
On my way back, one of the guys from Ntuli produced a firearm through the window.
Uma ngibuya omunye wakwaNtuli wakhipha isibhamu esikhipha ngalo ifastela.
I then felt that the pinch was not yet raised because he raised it late, and then I turned around.
Ngabona ukuthi ke yayikhona ke inkinga ngayo ke isibhamu ukuthi ke noma ke ipinch lena ke wayikhulula ke seku late ila engajika khona.
I again called Gwabeni. Yes. You want to comment? Sorry.
I think it's just inquiring about the pinch.
Yes. What is the inquiry?
I just wanted to know what
Oh,
the pinch is.
Yes. Yeah.
Pin.
What
Yes,
is the
the-
pinch? Okay.
Yes.
Understand ukuthi mayikhuluma ngephintsha ukhuluma ngani ngoba ngicabanga kusisi isiZulu lesa ngikhona ukuthola ukuthi yini le akhuluma ngayo.
Can you just repeat that line again?
All right. I then felt that the pin, well, pin was not yet raised because he raised it late and then I turned around.
Akusho nje lapha ukuthi nje nanjengoba kwawumuntu ke wayefuna ukuthi udubuleke kodwa akukhonyakalanga ngaleso sikhathi leso ukuthi isibhamu leso sikhiphe inhlamvu namasidubule.
Lalela.
I'm listening.
Yes. Then the state then asked him, when did this incident happen, more or less? Then Mr. Zungu, it was on 18 November 2019. Then
Lale.
the state asked him, you say you saw the persons who were in the vehicle, who were they? And he answered, the other one is Nkazimulo. Then the state asked him, and who is Nkazimulo? Then Mr. Zungu answered, he's one of the relatives. I think it is the relative of Muzi, that is now yourself, or accused 5. Then the state asked him, this person Ntuli who produced a firearm through the window, do you know him? And he said, yes, I know him. And he said he knows him from Tembisa. Then we asked him, do you know if he's related to any of the accused, Mr. Zungu? I think it is accused 1 and accused 5.
Lalela.
I'm listening.
Yes. And this is what gave rise to the what Constable Zungu testified that he called you, as we demonstrated yesterday, and asked you to speak to Nkazimulo,
Ngaphendula.
which he says you undertook to do.
Ngiyaphinda nayizolo le nkulumo le ike yavela. Ngayicacisa ukuthi mina akekho umuntu wakwangifonela wakhuluma ngendaba ukuthi uhlasele uGazimulo.
I'm saying this, and I said it yesterday as well, that there's never been a person who contacted me and informed me that they were attacked by Nkazimulo.
Athi akazange ngize kube khona umuntu ongifonela ukuthi uZungu futhi.
And I also mentioned or made mention that there's never been a person who telephone called me and introduced himself as Zungu.
Ngaphinde ngathi uGazimulo akusiyi umuntu wesibhamu, umuntu oyisebenzela, akusiyi umuntu obugebengu.
I also said that Nkazimulo has nothing to do with a firearm or firearms. He's someone who's employed. He's not into criminality.
Ngathi bamsukela uGazi akusiyi umuntu obugebengu. Akaze nje uGazi benento njengaleyo angayenza uGazi umuntu oyisebenzelayo.
I did say that Nkazi or Gazi, as the witness refers to him, that is someone who's employed. He's not involved in anything to do with criminality.
Yesterday we showed you photo 17 and 18 extracted from the downloads of accused number 2, which serves as exhibit DD4B before this court.
Yeah.
Yes.
We just wish to draw your attention to what your counsel, Advocate Nisi, put to Warrant of Ndlovu during the proceedings of 11 June 2025 from line 14. Mr. Mnisi, thank you. Now, Mr. Sibiya, that is accused number 1, informs me that this photo was taken in 2018, and the place where this photo was taken, it was at Tambega section in Tembisa, and the house that is seen in the back of the photo there, it is the house of his uncle, who is called Ntuli.
Just a moment.
Yes, Stella Ntuli. Yes.
Yeah, lesi sithombe ngasishutha ngo-2018.
Yes, this is a photo that was taken in 2018.
Lo yamuzi obonakala lapha umuzi kaMalume uSicelo Ntuli. Nale moto le imoto kaMalume uSicelo Ntuli.
The house depicted there belongs to my uncle Sicelo Ntuli, as well as the vehicle depicted there belongs to my uncle Sicelo Ntuli.
Now, Advocate Nisi continues. Now, he says that that car as well belongs to his uncle, as we've just pointed out. In 2018, when he showed this photo, that car was his uncle's motor vehicle. Now, he says if his memory serves him well, and this is the most important part, this photo was taken or was shot by a gentleman called Nkazimula. They affectionately call him Nkazi.
Ugazi.
Yeah, sithombe ngashutha uGazi.
Yes, the picture was taken by Ugazi, ne?
Gazi.
Gazi.
So Constable Zungu was correct when he said that Nkazimulo is your relative.
Hayi uZungu, hayi uZungu bekhuluma iqiniso.
Not to say that,
uGazi
sorry.
mina ihlobo sami. uGazi uzalwa uMalume, hayi uZungu bekhuluma iqiniso.
Not that Zungu was telling the truth. Gazi is my relative. Gazi is my uncle's child.
Yes. So Constable Zungu was correct when he said Nkazimulo is your relative.
Ngiyaphinda ngithi hayi ukuthi kusho uZungu ukuthi mina uGazimulo ihlobo sami. uGazimulo uzalwa uMalume.
I'm saying this, or I'm repeating this, not because Zungu said it. Gazimulo is my relative. He's my uncle's child.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Muzi Sibiya told Baloyi where to get off. Do not put Zungu's name down my throat. I am related to Unkani. I am related to Unkazi, okay? But he's my uncle's child. This has nothing to do with Zungu. I have already agreed that he's my cousin. He's my uncle's child. I'll keep telling you the same thing over and over again, and you keep adding Zungu. It has nothing to do with Zungu. Our relation has nothing to do with Zungu. Stop saying so Zungu was correct. No, this has nothing to do with Zungu. I already told you that I am related to Unkaz. So what's the big deal? Stop making a big deal out of a molehill. I thought Baloyi was going to actually highlight or show a corroboration between Unkani because of the photo, right? That Unkani is Mkulugutu, right? Because Muzi said he's a clean gent, okay? He doesn't do anything out of the way. He's just a person who goes to work. He doesn't even carry firearms. Zungu is lying. No, that's not the angle Baloyi was going for. Baloyi is now trying to be a doctor proving DNA association between the accused, because that's a weird focus for Baloyi, and quite frankly, it's quite a shame. Baloyi sounds like he's desperate and grasping at straws. Muzi doesn't want no straws. Muzi is burning the straw farm, okay? He is burning everything. He's not giving Baloyi anything to hold on to. But let's continue listening on.
Yesterday we referred you to the extract of your cell phone records, Exhibit DD5D, Roman figure 1. And we referred to the call that Constable Zungu made to you on the 19th of November 2019. And that was discussed during the telephone call that you informed him that after you left Nongoma, you went to Mpumalanga, and you informed him that you'll continue your discussions when you return from Mpumalanga.
Ngiphinde ngoba nayizolo ngiphendulile lo mbuzo uvelile. Mina angazange ngize ngibe nomuntu engifonelana naye ethi uZungu. Angazange ngize ngiye eMpumalanga. Ekhaya kithi akukhona kwaNongoma ngisemahlabathini.
I answered this question yesterday. I'm going to answer it again. I have never been in contact with someone who introduced himself to me as Zungu.
Well done, Muzi. Well done. I never spoke to anyone who introduced himself to me on the phone as Zungu. 2, I am not from Nongoma. I don't know how many times you want me to tell you this, Baloyi. Baloyi, I am from where? Come on now, Baloyi. At some point, Baloyi has to grasp where Muzi Sibiya is from. He said it so many times, but I think, this is my opinion, I think this is out of Baloyi's realm of understanding. And then Muzi also says, I've never been to Mpumalanga. I've never been. Don't place me somewhere I've never been. I've told you this already. But Baloyi is that kind of man. You gotta beat the dog, beat the dog, beat the dog. But let me end this here, and then we'll start another video and listen to Muzi because he continues lashing at the dog. Okay, it's very, very much lashing. And Baloyi is taking it very mellow because I don't think he's ever been in this situation. He's quite shocked. He's used to being the one who puts the evidence in chief with his witnesses who've been accommodated by the state, who've been transported by the state. So everything is very kumbaya. Now he has a hostile witness inside Pagati within the box. And Muzi is not granting him any grace at all. And Muzi has one goal. His goal is to place everything on the record as much as he can, as often as he can, so that if this goes somewhere, it's on the record. I'll catch you on the next one. If you made it this far in the video, please remember to like, to comment, to subscribe. I'll catch you for sure on my next upload. Bye, guys.